Hey, I'm Madhav. So in this short demo, I'll show you Sonar, our AI interviewer that helps public sector teams run qualitative research at scale. So Sonar works like a skilled researcher. It asks open questions, it probes for detail, and responds to emotion. We first piloted Sonar with guys in St. Thomas's NHS Foundation Trust as part of our partnership on their new intranet. This approach meant that we could hear from a much wider range of voices quickly and at scale, while keeping the depth and human element of traditional qualitative research. So let's jump into an example for an employee interview about finding clinical information.
Great! Let's dive into the first question. In your day-to-day work, what kinds of info do you usually need to look up?
So I find myself usually looking up clinical guidelines, policies, and a lot of patient leaflets.
Thanks for sharing that. Clinical guidelines, policies, and patient leaflets sound really important for your work. When you need to find something, what's your go-to method?
So I usually go to the shared board computers we have and look them up on the internet, usually by searching for the things I need, but sometimes it doesn't always work or it takes a while, especially finding patient leaflets that are up to date. But yeah, it's usually the board computers that I use.
It sounds like relying on the shared board computers and searching online is your main approach, even though it can be a bit time-consuming at times. I appreciate your honesty about the challenges, especially with finding up-to-date patient leaflets. Can you tell me about a time when you couldn't find what you were looking for? Where did you go instead?
Just yesterday, actually. So there was a patient that was leaving hospital with her parents, and I needed to print out a patient leaflet, which I couldn't find on the internet. I looked for a long time, and they'd been waiting to leave. So eventually, I ended up looking up a patient leaflet on a similar thing from another trust and used that instead.
Wow, that sounds really stressful, especially with the patient and parents waiting to leave. Thank you for sharing that experience. It must be frustrating when the information you need isn't readily available. Is there anything else you'd like to share?